I maneuver like I got a clone.
You up on there, Burn?
Streets like I ain't got a home.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Perry, the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen now on 1st down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Allen. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Dancing to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Get the fuck out of here.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Get the fuck out of here.
Bad time
You
for
see
a
that
roughing
shit?
penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
To the air, Allen. Screen play, Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian
I
Poole.
got reservations, dog.
It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 40.
Tired as shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Certainly
This
not
guy
how
tired.
they
What the fuck,
envisioned
you hurt or
ending their
something,
opening
nigga?
drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception.
Just gas the
And that
fuck
last
out,
one
man.
hurts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the
What the
33.
fuck is that shit about?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
Grown-ass man running the ball.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
I want that driving and shit. Get
First
right
trip
on
to the
back
red
daddy.
zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll drop the throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw
Oh,
again.
shit.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. They're going to look to throw. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down.
Thank you.
Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Perry, the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Talk about Olivier. We'll make the Pro Bowls for
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away.
Jay Steele, bitch-ass nigga. Loves.
Fielded at the 33. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the
I know I'm playing the lamb.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, able to avoid him. There he goes inside.
Grown-ass man. Grown-ass man.
Will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
She gonna get a real fucking
Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He ain't got no fucking choice. He ran his mouth, now I got to take care of that man. Yeah, I know he a lamb.
All right, now look at it.
Here's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Yeah, me.
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
All right, here we go. Blue, line it.
They'll look to throw here. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
Beautiful.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know they can...
Oh, damn! Dancing on his ass. Who the fuck is Tre'Davious White? Looking back there, looking stupid in the face.
Number 12 on the year. And the Giants are
He said something about that matchup, too. I told you Odell was going to be dancing if you singled him up, didn't I? Don't act like these ain't fucking things I ain't tell you.
Goskowski now out to
he called my fucking phone, Bird. Yo, does it? I like how Tre'Davious White.
And that'll carry
my
over the
corner
back
that
line of the end
I
zone
said,
for
man,
a
you put him on
touchback.
Odell, you single him up. Odell gonna be dancing.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3
Look what he did. He singled him up, and guess what you saw? Odell doing this sickness shit.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every
I'm gonna break up this weed. I ain't even fucking taking it serious. I was breaking up weed when he was driving the fucking ball the first
last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have
Look
ultimate
at this shit.
patience.
Watch Taz get that shit. Oh, nice goddamn catch.
And give him a gain of 37. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need
Damn,
to
that
avoid
nigga
the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax, you know. We
That's
talked about the first quarter, but as the
talent.
game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Got your shit. Now break weed up on it.
They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Beautiful.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10.
Oh!
That one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
His own bloody ass lip.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On play action, Allen.
Lay your ass
He
down.
can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Alec Ogletree in there to drop it for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll field this at the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And
Got
the Giants
shit.
drive will
Now
start from
break
deep in
weed
their
up on
territory
it.
with a 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now. And that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Rolling up on this nigga, Burn. I'm going to put the blunt down, then finish it after this play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Bitch ass.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All of my girls got friends.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Set. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So
legal force,
big call coming on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And he gets this away. Look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. A second spin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Allen to throw it. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how the team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green.
Now Allen to throw. To throw again. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On play action, Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Allen on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Allen now. Going to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before half for Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. David Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at his 4th. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
A handoff to Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And the ball is knocked out, but I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
All right, here we go. Blue line it.
Now back to throw. He finds Beckham complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now Saquon Barkley, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Lucky 56.
They go play action here.
Oh,
first down.
damn!
They'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Shit, I should have let it go just a little bit longer.
First down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Took the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On the run, it's Barkley. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down.
Oh, shit, I shouldn't
He'll
even
be brought
fucking
down
shoot.
this time
Hey,
at
he
the
had
5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Back to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ooh. Oh, when he drafted? He did draft good.
Pass
We got fucking goddamn, I got fucking Pro Bowlers on my D-line.
Second and a bundle.
Young vets out that motherfucker.
Allen off the play fake.
Lay your ass down. Snacks. Nigga, snacksing them out that motherfucker. You see? You know what I'm saying? Snacks, Justin Houston, and Olivier Vernon.
Downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
We got some boys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Allen now looks to throw. Screen play.
Your ass down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
Fuck off my football field.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Colton Schmidt now.
I told you.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And
here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Look at you. Look at this fucked up punt he just did. Look at this
here.
fucked up
This
punt
ball's going to be touched down, but just outside of the red zone. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards now to the 17.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
You weren't playing man that time.
Back now in Buffalo.
I was praying for you to be playing man because you know I was going to try it, old boy.
Here to begin quarter number 4.
You know I was going to try your boy, right? Man, saw this bitch ass again.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a